Welcome, Virgo. This is your weekly Taroscope reading for December the 14th through to the 20th, 2015. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And thank you. Truly thank you for your likes, your shares, your favorites, for subscribing, for just showing up every day, for giving me all the support you do. Thank you so much. Now, let's get to you. Let's get to the energy. Let's get to the cards of the week. And we start with the Seven of Cups. So, lots on your plate, lots to do, lots of things you're looking at. Busy mind, definitely. Um, Now, the devil is right after it. So I would have to say that you really need to take things with a very grounded approach. Okay, that you might just go over the top. You might go overboard. You might be putting too much energy in the wrong place this week to really think things through before you're giving it your energy, and try and lessen the priority list this week. Okay, it's just like you're all over the place with too many things to look at, and it will cloud the issues on so many things. It's better to, I think, be solid on a couple of strong decisions this week rather than trying to get everything done and being almost flighty in a sense with what you were trying to do. You might actually try and get things off your plate too readily, and you'll have to just revisit those things. Okay, because the King of Cups is here as well. So it's making sure that when you are taking something off your plate this week, and I think you have a long priority list this week, to make sure that you are doing it with precise knowledge, with exact knowledge, or it's going to be undone, or it's going to come up again that you didn't really solve the issue and it's back on your priority list again. Because we have the devil here. Okay, now I would have to say, with the devil's energy and the Seven of Cups as the first card, that you're going to burn yourself out. You're just going to be using way too much energy on things that really don't matter, or too much energy on one thing that really, yeah, that really doesn't matter. That so I think it's very imperative this week that you use the King of Cups here. Okay, you want to be centered in your approach. You want to list your priorities in the value of what it means to you going forward, of getting things off your list. If you need to get things off your list, and I think you do this week, I think there's a lot of things that are pressing, that are taking up your time, taking up your energy, taking up your thought processes, maybe even taking up moments of your heart, right? Your love, the love that you give out, the love that you receive. Now, with any king or any queen, when we have them in the deck, it is definitely a time where we need to strategize. We need to take in all the information. We need to completely have all the information before we make a move forward, before we make a decision. So that when we are thinking we are solving something, we are actually solving something. When we are thinking that we are crossing something off our list, that we are actually crossing something off our list. I see the bird there, so definitely follow your intuition, but don't rush it. Okay? Don't try and just do emotion or have a conversation or put yourself into a situation or take yourself out just to get it off your list, because that's not going to work. It takes deliberate action this week. Five of Cups. Now we've got a couple of cards here. Five of Cups is, you're turning more towards the negative this week than the positive. You're looking at more of what can't be than what can be. You're looking at the things that aren't going right, and you're not paying attention to the wonderful things that are going right. This is definitely a card of warning to ask you to appreciate what is going right in your life, what is coming together, what you are enabled to solve, to move past. And when it's that kind of deep realization, and because we have the devil here and we have the Seven of Swords right next to it, um, there could be conflicts, there could be confrontations, there could be harsh words being said. Okay, so I think that, you know, you might make this declaration on what you really need to put your energy on, or where you need to go, or what you really need people to understand about you and your journey. And it's going to create tension, it's going to create animosity, it's going to create maybe their feelings coming out that you weren't aware of. It's going to rock the boat. So, you know, you have to go back to the King of Cups here. Okay, the King of Cups is one that brings in security through love. So make sure that you are, if you're presenting something very personable about yourself this week, whether it's a dream or a desire or the way you want things to be or where you want to go or what you want to accomplish, make sure that you are delivering the message from a place of heart. That people will feel strengthened and empowered by your decisions rather than some kind of deflated, hitting their ego the wrong way, and they feel deflated. They're not getting the message because they're hearing something else than what you're saying. So definitely take time to meditate, take time to pray, take time to pull yourself out of the mix and really choose your words carefully so that you don't have this confrontation. So you don't have this animosity. So you don't have this challenge, because it's almost like you become defensive, or they become defensive, or both of you become defensive. Or maybe even it's with a group of people, because I'm almost seeing those swords as different people. Some believe in what you're saying, some people stand for you, and other people are more, you have to pick them up, you have to brush them off, you have to reinvent what you were saying so that they hear your actual words or your desires this week. The Knight of Pentacles. You know, you're making a very strong plan forward. In wherever you're going, you are making a very strong and accurate plan forward. So kudos for that. Absolutely. Because here you are and you're sitting on this horse. You don't even have a weapon. You're not looking over your shoulder. You're going at a leisurely pace. So you're not pushing through the energy, but rather you have planned each step appropriately. So you really need to lean on that energy of who you are and how you are planning things going forward, and not allowing other people to rock the boat, not allowing other people to bring in their criticism or their ideas or their thoughts on how you should do things. This is a card that talks about your strength of your path forward. So definitely it's following your intuition, it's following your higher wisdom, it's sticking to your guns on a decision that you've made on where you want to go. And then we have the Four of Swords. So I think that this energy is strong energy, and you might actually feel deflated this week. Or it could pull you towards you are deflated this week. So in order to make sure that you are not deflated, I mean, this is the R&R card, right? This is the recharging of your batteries. This is making sure that you are taking time for yourself. This is also a card that says that you have been through the battles, you've been through the war. And it's almost, you know, as busy as this month can be for so many people, you really need to take your time yourself out of the mix. You really need to slow it down in certain areas of your life. You really need to give yourself time for quiet, for peace of mind, to be alone with your thoughts, to rest, to recuperate, to make sure that your health is 100%, 110%, that you're getting the right amount of sleep. that you are eating correctly, that you are getting the right amount of exercise, that you are taking time out to get a couple of fresh breaths of air and through a walk through nature or through a park, or just sitting outside for a few minutes and taking in the fresh air, to connecting with nature, connecting with spirit, connecting with yourself. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.